Economic concerns continue. A contest hopes to draw more youth into geosciences, and the Permian Basin Oil Show is about to get underway. All this and more on today's Energy Scout News. Crude oil continues its roller coaster ride. Oil fell below $75 a barrel for the first time in more than a year, as investors worry the rescue plans for the world's banks won't be enough to avoid a recession and stop a decline in global demand. The stock market has fallen as well. The same concerns drove OPEC to cut its 2009 forecast for world demand of crude yet again. The organization now expects a demand of about 31 million barrels a day. That's a drop of 190,000 barrels per day from last month's report and 870,000 less than its 2008 forecast. Major oil companies are preparing to get to work in Iraq, but there could be a slight problem. Two pipelines carrying nearly all of Iraq's oil exports. A United States State Department report says both are in such bad shape they could rupture at any time. The report says both pipes are 10 to 20 years past their useful life. Well, the oil industry heads for Odessa, Texas, but first, a look at today's mergers and acquisitions. Greg Lander and Peter Wygand have joined together to buy Skipping Stone from Commerce Energy. Pavilion Energy Resources has bought several producing properties in Tennessee and Kentucky for $14 million. And finally, Ryland Oil has acquired 100% working interest in Crown Petroleum's natural gas licenses and leases. Canada has decided to put off its plans to split into separate oil and natural gas operations. The company cited uncertainty and volatility in global financial markets. The division will be delayed until the financial markets stabilize. And according to CEO Randy Erzman, we are continuing to work on reorganizing our company structure. To that, we are ready to move forward with the transaction at the appropriate time. And a new contest aims to attract Canadian students to earth sciences. Many geoscience workers are near retirement at a time when the industry is seeing an increased need for their expertise. That could lead to the workforce shortage over the next 10 years. The WHERE Challenge is designed to get young people ages 10 to 14 to consider earth sciences as a career field. The contest is sponsored by Encana and Tech Comenco. And now for a look at this month's workover rig count. According to the AESC, 3,311 workover and well servicing rigs are operating in North America. That's a drop of 43 rigs from the previous month, and it includes 2,612 workover rigs in the United States and 699 in Canada. Early next week, about 50,000 people will flock to the Permian Basin International Oil Show in Odessa, Texas. The show's executive director, Tony Fry, says it's a great chance for people in the industry to network and see the latest in the industry.
Of course, it gives our exhibitors, our providers of equipment and services an opportunity to see people in the field and energy personnel allows them to show off their latest in technology and latest in abilities and services.
Economic and Development Director Gary Vess said show means as much to the local economy as the industry. The show has been a part of Odessa for a very long time. It started in 1940 with 35 exhibitors in an auditorium. Today, it boasts more than 1,100 exhibit spaces on 350,000 square feet.
They bring in all the latest oil equipment, drilling rigs. I mean, they'll have rigs set up, workover rigs set up. They'll have pump jacks and all the heavy equipment. And then inside you'll have all the service companies and stuff, and it's man, it's just unbelievable. It's the biggest show that we have in the Permian Basin, period.
But even with all the space, it's not enough to accommodate all those who want in. The 2006 show ended with a waiting list, and there's already one forming for 2010. Fry said one of the reasons it's so popular is that the show has stayed true to its origins.
One of the things that we've always kept is that this is a working man show. While we encourage the engineers and the executives, the decision makers with oil and gas companies and oil and gas related service companies to attend the show and see what's out here, we also want the guy that's maybe in the field that in a couple of years he may be the decision maker. So I think just the fact that we've kept it open, we've not tried to, we kind of know what it is and not trying to make it something else.
For more information on these stories and more, check out the news section on our site. And if you have any news to share from around the energy industry, you can email us at news@energyscout.com. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you at the show.